Chapter 9 Soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resources. It supports the growth of plants and crops. Soil is formed by the process of weathering. Contents: Soil, soil profile, soil types, sandy soil in detail, clay soil in detail, loamy soil in detail, percolation, water retention, different crops and plants grown in different types of soil, humus and weathering. Soil in detail. Soil is one of the most important natural resources. It supports the growth of plants and crops. Soil is formed by the process of weathering. The climatic factors as well as the components of the soil determine various types of vegetation and crops that might grow in any region. Soil is affected by winds, rainfall, temperature, light, and humidity. These are some important climatic factors which affect the soil profile and bring changes in the soil structure. Soil profile. A vertical section through different layers of soil is called soil profile. Each layer differs in texture, color, depth, and chemical composition. These layers of soil profile is known or referred as horizons. Different layers of soil profile are: A horizon or topsoil contains more humus. B horizon contains less humus but more minerals. C horizon made up of small lumps of rocks, bedrock, hard and difficult to dig with a spade and packed tightly. Here is a picture of soil profile. There are mainly three types of soil: sandy soil, highest percolation rate, least water retention capacity, greater proportion of big particles. Clay soil, least percolation rate, highest water retention capacity, greater proportion of fine particles. Loamy soil, same amount of fine particles and large particles. Best topsoil for growing crops or plants. Let us now see about different types of soil in detail. Sandy soil. Sandy soil is one of the type of soil which has large proportion of large particles. This soil is well aerated and is porous. It contains less humus and water can enter easily in this soil through gaps or pores between soil. The percolation rate is highest. The water retention capacity of the soil is least. The composition of sand is relatively higher than fine soil in the soil. Here is a picture of sandy soil. Clay soil. Clay soil is one of the type of soil in which the fine soil composition is relatively higher. The percolation rate is least. The water retention capacity of the soil is highest, so water can be held in the tiny gaps between the particles of clay. Clay soil have less air, but they are more heavier as they can hold more water. Loamy soil. Loamy soil is the mixture of clay particles, sand particles, and another type of soil particle known as silt. The loamy soil contains humus in it. This soil have right water holding capacity or water retention capacity for the growth of plants and crops. It has similar or equal amount of sand particles and clay particles in the soil. The best topsoil for the growing of plants and crops is known as loam. Percolation of soil. The process of absorbing water through gaps in the soil is called percolation. It is the highest in sandy soil and least in clay soil. The formula to measure the percolation rate of a soil sample is as follows. Percolation rate is equals to amount of water absorbed in ml, percolation time in minutes. Water retention capacity of soil or water holding capacity of soil. Water holding capacity of soil after irrigation or rainfall is called water retention. It is the least in sandy soil and highest in the clay soil. Different crops grown in different types of soil. Crops or plants in sandy soil: corn, carrots, radish, potato, watermelon, etc. Crops or plants in loamy soil: sugarcane, pulses, cotton, oilseeds, tomatoes, beans, cucumber, onion, lettuce, etc. Crops or plants in clay soil: cereals like wheat, paddy, and gram. Humus. The rotting that matter in the soil is known as humus. Humus helps to make the soil fertile and it helps in the growth of plants. The breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water, and climate is known as weathering. Soil is formed by the weathering of rocks by the action of nature. Thank you.